Hi guys, welcome to another audio video, and I'll be reading 1 Kings 2 of the King James Version Bible. And it reads, Now the days of David drew nigh that he should die, and he charged Solomon his son, saying, I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong therefore, and shew thyself a man, and keep the charge of the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes and his commandments and his judgments and his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses, that thou mayst prosper in all that thou doest, and whithersoever thou turnest thyself, that the Lord may continue his word which he spake concerning me, saying, If thy children take heed of their way, to walk before me in truth with all their heart and with all their soul, there shall not fail thee, said he, a man on the throne of Israel. Moreover, thou knowest also what Joab the son of Zeruiah did to me, and what he did to the two captains of the host of Israel, unto Abner the son of Ner, and unto Amasa the son of Jether, whom he slew, and shed the blood of war in peace, and put the blood of war upon his girdle that was about his loins, and in his shoes that were on his feet. Do therefore according to thy wisdom, and let not his head go down to the grave in peace. But shew kindness unto the sons of Barzillai the Gileadite, and let them be of those that eat at thy table, for so they came to me when I fled because of Absalom thy brother. And behold, thou hast with thee Shimei the son of Gera, a Benjamite of Bahurim, which cursed me with a grievous curse in the day when I went to Mahanaim. But he came down to meet me at Jordan, and I swore to him by the Lord, saying, I will not put thee to death with the sword. Now therefore hold him not guiltless, for thou art a wise man, and knowest what thou oughtest to do unto him. But his forehead bring thou down to the earth with blood, to the grave, with blood. So David slept with his fathers, and was buried in the city of David. And the days that David reigned over Israel were 40 years. 7 years reigned he in Hebron, and 33 years reigned he in Jerusalem. Then sat Solomon upon the throne of David his father, and his kingdom was established greatly. And Adonijah the son of Haggith came to Bathsheba the mother of Solomon, and she said, Comest thou peaceably? And he said, Peaceably. He said moreover, I have somewhat to say unto thee. And she said, Say on. And he said, Thou knowest that the kingdom was mine, and that all Israel set their faces on me, that I should reign. Howbeit the kingdom is turned about, and is become my brother's, for it was his from the Lord. And now I ask one petition of thee, deny me not. And she said unto him, Say on. And he said, Speak, I pray thee, unto Solomon the king, for he will not say thee nay, that he give me Abishag the Shunammite to wife. And Bathsheba said, Well, I will speak for thee unto the king. Bathsheba therefore went unto King Solomon to speak unto him for Adonijah. And the king rose up to meet her, and bowed himself unto her, and sat down on his throne, and caused a seat to be set for the king's mother, and she sat on his right hand. Then she said, I desire one small petition of thee. I pray thee, say me not nay. And the king said unto her, Ask on, my mother, for I will not say thee nay. And she said, Let Abishag the Shunammite be given to Adonijah thy brother to wife. And King Solomon answered and said unto his mother, And why dost thou ask Abishag the Shunammite for Adonijah? Ask for him the kingdom also, for he is mine elder brother. even for him, and for Abiathar the priest, and for Joab the son of Zeruiah. Then King Solomon swore by the Lord, saying, God do so to me, and more also, if Adonijah have not spoken this word against his own life. Now therefore, as the Lord liveth, which hath established me, and set me on the throne of David my father, and who hath made me an house, as he promised, Adonijah shall be put to death this day. And King Solomon sent by the hand of Benaiah the son of Jehoiada, and fell upon him that he died. And unto Abiathar the priest said the king, Get thee to Anathoth, unto thine own fields, for thou art worthy of death, but I will not at this time put thee to death, because thou bearest the ark of the Lord God before David my father, and because thou hast been afflicted in all wherein my father was afflicted. So Solomon thrust out Abiathar from being priest unto the Lord, that he might fulfill the word of the Lord, which he spake concerning the house of Eli in Shiloh. Then tidings came to Joab, for Joab had turned after Adonijah, though he turned not after Absalom. And Joab fled unto the tabernacle of the Lord, and caught hold on the horns of the altar. And it was told King Solomon that Joab was fled unto the tabernacle of the Lord, and behold, he is by the altar. Then Solomon sent Benaiah the son of Jehoiada, saying, Go, fall upon him. And Benaiah came to the tabernacle of the Lord, and said unto him, Thus saith the king, Come forth. And he said, Nay, but I will die here. And Benaiah brought the king word, saying, Thus saith Joab, and thus he answered me. And the king said unto him, Do as he hath said, and fall upon him, and bury him, that thou mayst take away the innocent blood which Joab shed from me and from the house of my father. And the Lord shall return his blood upon his own head, who fell upon 2 men more righteous and better than he, and slew them with the sword, my father David not knowing thereof, to wit, Abner the son of Ner, captain of the host of Israel, and Amasa the son of Jether, captain of the host of Judah. Their blood shall therefore return upon the head of Joab, and upon the head of his seed for ever. But upon David, and upon his seed, and upon his house, and upon his throne, shall there be peace for ever from the Lord. So Benaiah the son of Jehoiada went up and fell upon him, and slew him, and he was buried in his own house in the wilderness. And the king put Benaiah the son of Jehoiada in his room over the host, and Zadok the priest did the king put in the room of Abiathar. And the king sent and called for Shimei, and said unto him, Build thee an house in Jerusalem, and dwell there, and go not forth thence any whither. For it shall be that on the day thou goest out, and passeth over the brook Kidron, thou shalt know for certain that thou shalt surely die. Thy blood shall be upon thine own head. And Shimei said unto the king, The saying is good, as my lord the king hath said, so will thy servant do. And Shimei dwelt in Jerusalem many days. And it came to pass, at the end of 3 years, that 2 of the servants of Shimei ran away unto Achish, son of Maishah, king of Gath. And they told Shimei, saying, Behold, the servants be in Gath. And Shimei arose and saddled his ass, and went to Gath to Achish to seek his servants. And Shimei went and brought his servants from Gath. And it was told Solomon and that Shimei had gone to Jerusalem, from Jerusalem to Gath, and was come again. And the king sent and called for Shimei, and said unto him, Did I not make thee to swear by the Lord, and protested unto thee, saying, Know for certain on the day thou goest out and walkest abroad any whither, that thou shalt surely die. And thou saidst unto me, The word that I have heard is good. Why then hast thou not kept the oath of the Lord and the commandment that I have charged thee with? The king said moreover to Shimei, Thou knowest all the wickedness which thine heart is privy to, that thou didst to David my father. Therefore the Lord shall return thy wickedness upon thine own head. And King David shall be blessed, and the throne of David shall be established before the Lord forever. So the king commanded Benaiah the son of Joiada, which went out and fell upon him, and he died. And the kingdom was established in the hand of Solomon. Alright guys, so here we see where David has passed. Not only has David passed, but David also passed on, instructed Solomon of whom he should trust. And that's something that kings would do. They would pass on to their successor who is actually good to take counsel from, okay, and whom they should have at their right hand as advisors based on the advice that was given to them by these individuals. And we see where he advised that Joab should be killed for what he did to Abner, and Amasa, yes, because he killed them unjustly. We recall that, right? I mean, you guys ought to recall that. So yeah, he had killed them. So no, what we see is that atonements are being made. Not atonements, but basically it is being, all these individuals that died wrongfully and all these people who have committed atrocities against other individuals are actually being punished for their actions. That is what, as David has instructed Solomon to do, by the leading of the Lord, of course, because it was still within the will of God for these things to take place. We see that, and we see where there was still mercy being shown even in all this, because he was warned whom he should take counsel from, and he was also instructed whom to show mercy to and allow to die at their own hands, in their own time, okay? Because from dust we were born, and from dust we shall return. So we see all of that happening in this chapter, but we see where someone who was actually told that he should stay in Israel had actually not done as he was told, because he was going after his servants to retrieve his servants, Shimei. He was told not to go over to Jordan, and he did so nevertheless, after agreeing and taking an oath that he would not. And we see where oaths are very important. We see that throughout the Bible, coming up to 1 Kings. Okay, we see that time and time again. Vows are sacred. Okay, vows are not something you take lightly. It's something that you actually think on and consider. Okay, so guys, be careful of whatever actions you take, because as you can see, Joab had committed these acts years ago. Years have passed, okay, decades have passed, but he's still being punished and reprimanded for whatever atrocities he carried out. And so are these other men. These other men are being reprimanded, and some of them are being punished, okay, in accordance as the Lord would bid it to be done. So always, always, just as I said in the previous chapter, always be cognizant of the choices that you make, because the choices that you make will actually have an impact on your future. It will actually impact your future, and it will actually have an impact on those around you also, whether it be negative or positive. But let that impact be a positive one, okay, instead of a negative. So be very cognizant of the choices that you make. Pay keen attention to the things that you're doing. Think it through before you actually act. Guys, I'm going to leave you right there. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification so you're alerted to whenever a new audio video is posted. And guys, please remember to walk in your salvation, okay? And if you have not yet gained it, then seek it. There's no better time to begin than the present. Okay, and guys, please also don't forget to leave your thoughts, your comments, and your revelations down below in the comment section. Okay? See you next time in the next audio video. Have yourselves a blessed day. Bye.